Hey guys, what is going on? My name is NoJ456, and today I've got a little bit of good news about Crota Zen and some awful, soul-crushing, just terrible news for you guys who like to cheese Crota Zen in Destiny. Now, it's been a while since I made a Destiny video. I've been really busy with GTA, and I've been out of town a lot, and I haven't really had a time to cover Destiny, but finally we're getting some updates to Destiny, and I felt like it deserved a video about Destiny to tell you guys what exactly is going on. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into the good news first. We'll start with the good and end with the bad, just so you guys can end on a really down note. But anyway, the first thing that I wanted to talk about that is important in this week's kind of weekly update is the fact that the pit treasure chest was removed to killing Ir Yut. So basically what this means is that the treasure chest at the very beginning of the raid, the one you kind of like just run to the first two rooms and you wipe over and over until it spawns in one of those two rooms, those rewards, that treasure chest reward system has been moved to killing the Death Singer. So basically the Death Singer actually gives you drops this time. You don't have to kill her for no reason now just to get to Crota Zen. You actually get those rewards from killing her. So basically you have a chance at an exotic, you have a chance at shards and energies and all that from killing Ir Yut, the big witch in the very middle right before you fight Crota. Now the other change was that chest is still existing. It's not like it was removed. It has just been changed to give you only shards and only energies. So basically you just have to get it normally just for the shards and energies, and that is it. So that is the good news, that there are more rewards in the system now, and I guess it can kind of be bad news if you don't really want to play through the raid every week. You were just kind of getting those exotics right at the very beginning and not really running the raid. But again, at that point, that's your own fault, and there's really nothing else that Bungie can do about that, because it is more rewards, which is better. You just have to put in a little bit more time. So anyway, the other things that were changed in this, there's so much that has been changed in Crota Zen. The first off, the pit encounter. They removed the physics impulse, which was caused by exploding lanterns. So basically these exploding lanterns no longer launch you to the very end. You don't get up to an unkillable spot. This part was completely fixed by the cheese. You can still kind of do it solo with like a hunter and viz and everything like that, but again, it's going to be much harder because you cannot cheese it at all. So the next thing up is the bridge encounter. It will require players to cross the bridge in order to complete the bridge encounter. So if you're on the bridge, you have to get all the players across to actually kill the sword bearers, and before the ogres will spawn and the wizards will spawn, you have to get everyone over, and that's the first fix. The second fix is that you have to wait for the bridge to be completed to cross over with the sword. You can't just like jump over, you can't cheese it, you can't get over any way, shape, or form or anything like that. That all has been fixed, and I'm sure this part is a little iffy. I'm sure some of it will actually end up being cheesable, but I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see what the different people find out about this. The next thing up is the Death Singer encounter. It fixed a case where the Shriekers would not spawn, and I actually had this issue before. The Shriek, you would go all the way through, you would kill both wizards, and then the Shriekers wouldn't spawn. You had to restart. It's kind of annoying, and that was the only fix that they did on that part. That part is just uncheesable, and it's really balanced, and I actually really like that encounter. Next up is the Crota encounter. The two sword bearers will no longer spawn at the same time on the outside of the encounter, so basically you can't do this two sword bearer method. There's a method where you just basically kill the first sword bearer so quickly a second one comes out and you actually have two swords at once, and that has been fixed. You can't do that anymore. Crota will now recover from his kneeling state after a player quits, so you can no longer do the disconnect cheese, and it fixed a bug that allowed players to remove the presence of Crota using the Radiance Warlock Fireborn ability. So basically you can't remove the presence of Crota anymore, and it fixed the bug that basically the Oversoul would appear kind of like destroyed and everything like that on some players and not on others. They fixed a bug with that, and those are all of the changes coming to Crota's End. And then a little bit more good news at the end. The exotic weapon drops in the Vault of Glass are now level 32, so it's kind of worth it to do the Vault of Glass a little bit, just a little bit to beat Atheon. But other than that, there's really no point in doing the Vault of Glass anymore unless you're trying to get weapon drops or shards or anything like that. But those are all the changes that are coming to Destiny, and those are expected to drop on January 13th, which is next Tuesday. So next reset, it's going to be a whole lot more actual raiding and a whole lot less cheesing. And I cheese myself. I'm not looking down on it or anything like that. It's a more time efficient way of doing things. I don't have that much time to spend doing Destiny without cheesing it and spending hours with just bad teams or things like that. But again, everyone's gonna have to do it legit now, and we all kind of knew that this was coming eventually. But anyway, guys, that is about it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.